welcome back to another explainer. So, imagine waking up tomorrow morning and discovering that the world as you know it has completely fundamentally shifted overnight. What if almost every single human job was suddenly replaced by artificial intelligence? Today, we're diving into one of the most profound, cinematic, and honestly mind-bending questions humanity is going to face in the coming decades.
Because think about it, if AI could do every job faster, cheaper, and way more accurately than us, what actually happens to the billions of people who suddenly have absolutely nothing to do? Imagine finding out that doctors, teachers, lawyers, pilots, engineers, and even top-level CEOs have just been swapped out for machines. Every office, every factory, hospital, and school is now running entirely on intelligent systems instead of, well, us. It's a pretty staggering thought, right? What happens when the daily grind just vanishes?
Section 1. The Rise of AI.
Now, you and I both know AI isn't magic, but the massive leap we've seen from simple, rule-based software to the giant, self-correcting, deep learning neural networks of today, that represents a total foundational shift in how the modern world works. Over the last few decades, this tech has evolved at an absolutely breakneck pace. And this rapid evolution is exactly why tech giants and startups are pouring literal billions of dollars into it right now. They know it's the new bedrock of our global infrastructure.
And look, this isn't just some distant sci-fi concept anymore. It's already here. We rely on virtual assistants on our phones, real-time translation tools that completely erase language barriers, and recommendation systems that curate what we watch. We've got advanced image generation and coding assistants. Actually, a huge percentage of new code being pushed today is already being written or at least heavily assisted by AI. It's absolutely crucial to separate the established facts from the wild speculation here, because the seeds of a fully automated world are already planted in the devices we use every single day.
Moving on to Section 2, the first jobs to change.
We are already witnessing massive, real-time changes in customer service, with advanced chatbots effortlessly handling highly complex inquiries. Data analysis is being totally revolutionized by algorithms that can spot trends a human would miss in a lifetime. We're seeing huge shifts in graphic design, software development, manufacturing, transportation, and even healthcare support. Automation is dramatically boosting productivity in all these areas, for sure, but it is completely rewriting the skills employers demand. Routine tasks are getting outsourced to software, which means human workers have to adapt, and fast, just to oversee these new tools.
Okay, Section 3, a fully automated world.
So let's push this into the ultimate what if. Let's start with hospitals. Picture a medical facility in this fully automated future. You walk in, and diagnoses happen flawlessly in seconds. Why? Because a machine just cross-referenced your exact symptoms against literally every single medical journal ever published in human history. Surgeries are performed by robotic arms with sub-millimeter precision. No human error, no fatigue, no shaky hands. The efficiency and safety could just be completely unprecedented.
Now, imagine our education system completely transformed. Instead of one overworked teacher trying to accommodate 30 different learning paces in a single classroom, every single student gets their own personalized AI tutor. This AI knows exactly how that specific student learns best. It adapts its teaching style in real time, pacing the curriculum perfectly to keep them engaged and challenged without ever letting them fall behind.
And let's scale this up even further, like into orbit, space exploration. The sheer scale of automation could completely unlock the stars for us. We are talking about deep space missions planned, engineered, and flown entirely by AI. Autonomous spacecraft that can make split-second course corrections, repair themselves on the fly, and conduct incredibly complex experiments on distant planets without having to wait hours for a transmission signal from Earth. Suddenly, the universe becomes infinitely more accessible.
Section 4, two sides of the coin.
So what does this all mean for us? Well, experts are actively debating this dichotomy, and it's a huge balancing act. In a utopian scenario, you're looking at insanely fast scientific discovery, much safer transportation with autonomous vehicles, lower production costs that make goods incredibly cheap, and hyper-efficient public services. But weighed directly against that utopian vision are some very real dystopian challenges. The massive elephant in the room is large-scale job displacement. Millions of people would need extensive retraining, and there are huge concerns regarding skyrocketing income inequality, the amplification of bias in AI systems, massive cybersecurity risks, and just a potentially crippling overdependence on technology. Both sides present highly realistic outcomes, and society has to navigate this incredibly carefully.
Section 5, the rebirth of work.
But hold on. If the old jobs disappear, what happens next?
It is so vital to remember that every previous technological revolution destroyed obsolete jobs, yeah? But they also created entirely new ones. So we might see a massive demand for AI supervisors, humans whose whole job is just to monitor and course-correct algorithmic decisions. We'll undoubtedly need robot maintenance specialists to handle all that physical infrastructure, plus AI safety researchers. Or hey, maybe you'll become a human-AI collaboration expert, essentially a couples counselor, but for people and their algorithms. I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie right now, but these are highly realistic future careers that could actually emerge to manage our new automated workforce.
Section 6. What would everyday life look like? With AI handling all the seamless transportation, perfectly optimizing our shopping, and curating our entertainment, the focus suddenly shifts back to us, the human element. What happens when your actual survival is no longer tied to a paycheck? If you don't have to grind 40 hours a week just to keep the lights on, how do you spend your time? We might actually see a massive renaissance in human creativity. Art, music, philosophy, family life, and relationships could take center stage again. People could dedicate their entire lives to community building, learning weird new hobbies, or just exploring the world. The total absence of traditional labor could, ironically, give us the freedom to be more human than ever before.
Section 7. Finding our human purpose. Which really brings us to the ultimate question. If AI could do every job better than humans, what gives human life its greatest purpose? If you can't define yourself by your career, your job title, or your economic output anymore, what truly matters? Is it our ability to love, to learn, to genuinely connect with one another? When that daily grind completely disappears, we are forced to look inward and ask ourselves what we are actually here for. It's a profound challenge, no doubt, but it's also an incredible opportunity to redefine humanity.
Ultimately, it comes down to agency. As the saying goes, the future of AI is not only about machines becoming smarter, it is also about humanity deciding how technology should serve people. We are not just passive observers in this technological revolution, we are the architects. It is entirely up to us to design a future where AI elevates the human experience rather than diminishing it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into tomorrow's biggest questions, be sure to subscribe to Beyond First X2. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.